joining the Square Enix E3 Showcase 2018.
Death always prevails.
If we want to survive here, we do it as a team.
Mother...
So after nearly a decade, the Not Avengers project has finally been announced. All jokes aside, I really did not see Marvel Ultimate Alliance making a comeback, let alone as a Nintendo Switch exclusive. I've always had a strange relationship with the Marvel Ultimate Alliance franchise. I love the idea of mixing and matching a team of superheroes to beat up bad guys with, collect some loot, level up, and unlock alternate costumes. But the stiff combat and slow movement brings down the experience for me. After all, it is the most important aspect in a game all about punching bad guys in the face, so it should be the most engaging. Now the good news is that this time around, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is being developed by Team Ninja, most known for bringing us games like Ninja Gaiden, one of the best hack and slash games of all time, Dead or Alive, a game all about punching people, and other things. And most recently Nioh, which has a really deep and technical combat system with different weapons and stances to choose from to best fit your style. So it's safe to say that Team Ninja knows quite a bit about throwing fisticuffs. This can highly benefit Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, because, let's be honest, most of us didn't care for the standard melee attacks in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. We were all patiently waiting for the energy meter to build up so we can unleash our heroes' powers. You can do some very basic light and heavy combos, but not nearly intricate enough to keep the melee combat interesting. I think Team Ninja should integrate the character's powers and abilities into the standard melee combat, without necessarily having to wait for an energy meter to build up. Having a list of combos or moveset different for each character can fix another big problem I had with Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which is that all characters feel the same. Cause I mean, what's the difference between this and this? Or this and this? Just the look. It's essentially the same attack. I think each character should still have a special attack that requires some sort of meter to be built up for more devastating damage. Just don't have their powers exclusively tied to an energy or stamina meter. I recently played Gauntlet Slayer Edition on the PS4, and it's kind of a better version of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It has that oomph you'd expect from a combat-heavy game. The special moves are frequent enough to keep the action fun and explosive. And it does all this with a very simple combat system. You've got a light attack and a heavy attack, apart from your special moves. Sometimes having good feedback when your attacks land goes a long way. It's also not afraid to get difficult. Even with a group of friends, it kept me on my toes. This is something I never really got from Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I know that some of the charm of these games is that you can turn off your brain and mindlessly beat up waves of bad guys, but if there's no challenge, things can get boring pretty quick. One of the new features Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is bringing I'm most excited for is the Heroic Camera. It is described as a dynamic over-the-shoulder camera bringing players closer to the action. It even works when playing online multiplayer. I don't have much to say about this one past that it's just a personal preference. I don't have anything against the top-down view from the previous games, but having a traditional third-person perspective just keeps me more engaged in the action. Plus, this could mean that the game could have more detailed environments and more interesting level layouts than just a series of interconnected hallways. This next point might be a bit controversial, but I think Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 can benefit from having a live system. You know, like one of those living games like The Division or Destiny. Now before you scream loot box or microtransactions, there is a right way to do this. I've been tossing this idea around ever since I heard about the Avengers project. But now that we're getting Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, the Avengers project can be the more tightly crafted game like Spider-Man PS4 or God of War. But with Marvel Ultimate Alliance being the more casual beat 'em up, I think there could be some room to experiment with things like PvP, weekly events, daily objectives, or leaderboards. I know some of these things might scare consumers away, but I've always wanted to take a deep dive into one of those type of games that has a long run, and you meet people along the way that are dedicated to the game as much as you are. And together you go on all types of adventures, leveling up your heroes, and conquering powerful adversaries. And what better game to do it in than one full of superheroes? So those were some of my ideas I'd like to see in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I'm really excited about this one, so I want to hear some of your thoughts and ideas. Are you excited for it as well? What characters would you like to see? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.